everyone, welcome to Hello Spoken English, speaking to you from Toronto. I am your host, Anne. How are you doing? I am wonderful. Today, we will make expressions using a keyword in the movie. Today's keyword is got to. In the movie, the bartender said, "If you gotta make ends meet." Got to means have got to or have to. Okay, let's make expressions using it. Please look at the animation. Here you can see this hot chocolate and taste. Don't forget to use the keyword got to. How can you start the expression? Yes! You got to taste is the main idea. What do you want to say next? Taste what? This hot chocolate. So, the full sentence is, you got to taste this hot chocolate. How can we speak it like a native speaker? Gotta. Taste this. Hot chocolate. If we write it by pronunciation, you gotta taste this hot chocolate. Please listen and repeat after me. You gotta taste this hot chocolate. Speak it faster, in a loud voice, please. You gotta taste this hot chocolate. Follow Anne's speed. You gotta taste this hot chocolate. It's time for automation. When I ask you questions, please try to answer without any hesitation. Are you ready? Here we go. What do I gotta taste? Please don't answer with just hot chocolate. Full sentence, please. You gotta taste this hot chocolate. The next question is, who gotta taste this hot chocolate? Good job! You gotta taste this hot chocolate. The last one is, why do I gotta taste this hot chocolate? You gotta taste this hot chocolate because it's delicious. Let's move to the next expression. Please watch the animation. You can see a finger pointing to you, go home, now, and late. How do you want to start? You are right. You got to go. Go where? Home. And when? Now. And the last, why? Because it's late. The full sentence is, you gotta go home now because it's late. Gotta. Let's speak it together. You gotta go home now because it's late. Speak it loudly, please. You gotta go home now because it's late. Follow native speaker speed. You gotta go home now because it's late. Automation training again. The first question is, why do I gotta go home now? Yes! The answer is, you gotta go home now because it's late. The next one is, where do I gotta go now because it's late? You gotta go home now because it's late. The last question is, when do I gotta go home because it's late? The answer is, you gotta go home now because it's late. Let's move to the last expression. In the animation, you can see we practice every day, and the word master is around spoken English. How would you like to describe it? First, the main idea is we got to practice. When? Every day. And why? To master spoken English. So, the full sentence is, we got to practice every day to master spoken English. How can we speak like a native speaker? Gotta. Gotta. If we write it by pronunciation, we gotta practice every day to master spoken English. Let's listen and repeat after me. We gotta practice every day to master spoken English. Speak it in a loud voice. We gotta practice every day to master spoken English. Follow Anne's speed. We gotta practice every day to master spoken English. Time for automation. Please try to answer the questions right away. Who gotta practice every day to master spoken English? The answer is, we gotta practice every day to master spoken English. When do we gotta practice to master spoken English? Answer it right away. We gotta practice every day to master spoken English. The last question is, what do we got to practice every day to master? The answer is, we gotta practice every day to master spoken English. It's wrap-up time. I will ask 2 questions that we already practiced during the lecture. You can check how naturally you can speak them. Why do I gotta go home now? What do I gotta taste?